Yeah, it's funny because we live in a capitalist world, and I think that there's almost this like mythology that rich people are happy, poor people are sad, chasing money is bad, being poor is okay. And I think that like did an interview where you talked about the difference between capitalism and cronyism, and I think that that's very smart and great thing to point out. So having the mindset change, how do you talk to someone that says, well, look, man, I'm a giver, but how do I know when this becomes a line of now someone's just taking advantage of me?
Right. Right. So that's a great question, Jason. I love that because it is a good question because it's a very natural question, right, to think about. And so the first thing I would do is to say that there's absolutely nothing about being a go-giver that is congruent with being a doormat or a martyr or self-sacrificial or being taken advantage of, right? So I would say that if if a person finds themselves being constantly taken advantage of, let's say, right, by others, and I don't mean once or twice or what I mean, if you live life, it's going to happen, but I mean as a pattern, okay? And if you find that happens with you, then it's important to know that this is happening not because you're a nice person or because you're a giver, but because you're doing things in a certain way that creates the environment for you to be taken advantage of. And if someone understands this and realizes it, the first thing I'd say is congratulations, because it's only when we understand there's a problem that we're in a position to be able to do something constructive about it. And so, so the first thing is say, well, why is this happening? Why is it that I'm always the one involved in this? Okay. We might even ask, what is the payoff, right? Like, is there a reason that I'm doing this? Is it because I don't feel I'm worthy of being treated well with respect and receiving or what have you? Is it because there's it's an excuse that I can use for not being as successful as I think I should be? Well, but people are always taking advantage of me. Otherwise I would. Is it a payoff of being a martyr? Oh, poor me. I'm always being, and I'm not saying that's any of these things. I'm just saying we need to check our premises and look at every one of these situations and say, why did this happen? What signs were there that had I been paying attention, I could have seen and then, acted on appropriately?